just need a little clarity. Is an 8,000 word article going too far for a blog post? It 100% depends on the competition, right? If you don't have any tools, you can literally just go on to page one for the keyword you're trying to rank for with that blog post, and just copy and paste the entire article into like a word counter, a free online word counter, and just look at what the word count is and find the average, I don't know, of like the top three. We generally just use like Surfer now to check really quick. When we're making new content, it'll just tell you, you type in the keyword or whatever, and it tells you the top ranking pages and shows you all the different word counts or whatever. And so, if let's say your top three, let's say the top five rankers all were like 1,000 words, 2,000 words, 500 words, 800 words, and then you're writing an 8,000 word article, I would say it's too far. I would say, you basically want to like look for an average, or just take the highest word count one in there and go over it just a little bit. Or you could take the average and go over that just a little bit. But basically, if you shouldn't really need to look beyond what's currently working for an answer. With a lot of things in SEO, you look at what's currently working, and you, I don't want to say replicate, but you do something similar, or maybe do it a little bit better, right? Google is constantly showing you on the SERPs what they want. They're showing you exactly what they want for those SERPs. And even then, like an 8,000 word article, it could end up working out well. I just probably, it's just not, I kind of look at what's currently working and I replicate rather than trying to break down new barriers and test something new and go that route. I look at what's currently working and I just do it better.
Yeah, and a lot of times when I see newer people asking something about this, they've got the idea that just having an extremely long article is going to make it rank, but that's not typically true if that's not what's there as far as, competition goes.
It can, though.
It can.
It can, but
yeah.
It's kind of a gamble, right? Or not a gamble. It's kind of a gamble. You don't really know what you're getting into. Google could say, "Oh, hey, whoa, these guys did an 8,000 word article. That's awesome." Or they could say, "Hey, this article does not like the other ones we like, so get out of here."
Yeah. But more often than not, when I see newer people asking that, it's because they expect an 8,000 word article to just auto rank. But really, I mean, Google's pretty decent at kind of rationalizing what these 8,000 words are about. And typically when I see articles that long, they're trying to go after a SERP that can be a lot more concise with this information. And what ends up happening is Google bots get kind of confused about what category this is supposed to break down into, right? Because 8,000 words could hypothetically be 4 articles or 5 articles, depending on what the topics are. What's important about that is doing SERP research and seeing what works in those SERPs and how Google itself categorizes these bits of information. So if, the SERP shows for or several other money sites ranking with 8,000 word plus articles, then that's a good sign that this would be, good for that. If you notice that your competitors have the same information, but they're broken down into multiple pages, then if they're doing well in the SERPs, then it's probably a good idea to emulate what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. You also want to, when you look at the SERP for your keyword, you want to see basically like, what kind of articles are ranking. Are they basically like articles that are centered around just that keyword, or
Right.
are they articles that, is there any article in there that's more of a conglomeration type post where, they could have one big article that's actually ranking like individually for different keywords, and Google's allowing that. So you basically want to look at what Google's currently allowing. And like I said, you could actually be successful with this and you could be the first one to do it. That's just not the way I think either of us really go about SEO, because as far as like time tested strategy goes, you look at what's working and you base what your strategy is off of what's currently working.
I can think of one asset that I had a while back where I did create these giant posts to try and attack a bunch of different SERPs. And what I came to find with that particular asset was when I decided to break them down and separate them and target different SERPs with them, the site ended up doing a whole lot better. So
yeah, just ends up what Google, expects and wants and has classically accepted. They might not even really have a reason for, wanting smaller articles. It's just what they've kind of, over time, it's what the algorithm has learned to want for that SERP. So it's not really a solid reason why. It's just what the algorithm knows at that point in time. Doesn't mean that it can't change and that it could very well change in the future as more content is added and the algorithm pieces more stuff together and learns about the topic more and all that. But yeah, look at what's working.
Did we get any questions?
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.